Alright, YouTube, so last night I saw the new DC movie Supergirl, which is a bridge between the previous Superman movie from last year and the next one, Man of Tomorrow, from next year, both of which obviously I haven't seen Man of Tomorrow as it's not come out, but I'm really excited for it, and I did enjoy the Supergirl movie, so I'll be doing a spoiler-free review. I will say that one thing that I was a little bummed about is, I don't know if it was just me, but I felt where I was out for the scenes, but I felt like there wasn't a great sort of flight scene where, in the Superman movie and even a few other Superman movies in the past, I feel like there was sort of that really theatric experience of a flight, but maybe I was just out in the bathroom for those scenes, so someone feel free to fact check me on that, but I don't know. Still, I enjoyed the movie. It did feel a little off-brand for what DC has been going for, but it also did make me smile because I really enjoyed a lot of how the alien characters looked, and even if they didn't have a lot of depth, it kind of was just a cool vibe, and I did like the spaceships. It did feel a little off-brand, but it does make sense, to sort of fill in what is unfamiliar but familiar. It did remind me of Star Wars, which was very cool, and I will say the fight scenes were definitely good, and Lobo was very funny in the movie. I think Jason Momoa as Lobo is a match made in heaven. I did like him as Aquaman, but it was very out of place, whereas he's just born for Lobo, so 2 thumbs up for James Gunn for doing that. And the actress was also really good in Supergirl, so was the side character, both of whose actresses' names I don't know, but another character, Lucy, had an interesting origin story that starts from the beginning, but I guess I don't want to go into it too much, but it does definitely give a heartfelt message between the 2 characters, and like I said, I really enjoyed the alien aesthetic of some of these characters, so it's interesting too, but also felt very unfamiliar, but in a good way, but not in always a good way. So overall, I'd probably give the movie an 8 out of 10, maybe a B plus or something grade wise, but I will say there was no post-credit scene, which I was sort of surprised about, but not incredibly unhappy about, because I feel like it does make me more excited for Man of Tomorrow, which is going to be a really cool movie, I'm very sure of. And speaking of that, something I do want to say is I really like how this movie, or how DC has done, going to do 3 Superman movies across 3 years, because as much as I love Batman, he's gotten, a really saturated character. Not that it's bad, but he's it's good to give sort of something new to the feel. But overall, the movie does have somewhat mixed reviews, but I'm not convinced this movie will be the downfall of the DCU, or it's going to prohibit it from moving forward. It wasn't incredible, but still better than, or it wasn't as incredible as I felt it could have been, but still enjoyable. So overall, it wasn't the greatest movie from DC yet, but still pretty good. So overall, like I said, I think I already said this, bro. I give it an 8 out of 10 to a B plus. Definitely cool movie. So overall, enjoyable. Feel like it could be, not the most IMAX-like style movie, even though I didn't see it on IMAX. So overall, pretty good. And anything that movie mistakes they made from this is pretty easy to learn from. So I think, people who were afraid this was going to be the next BVS in terms of, killing the franchise, even though I did like Batman vs. Superman, I don't think that's really going to be the case, and I was glad and unglad at the same time there was no post-credit scenes. Overall, I'm going in circles now, so overall, I am excited for the Clayface movie too, which I saw a trailer for before this movie, although I'm not sure if it's connected to the DCU or if it's off-brand. I think the DCU, but it feels very different, which is also a good thing too. Yeah, thinking about it, I remember saying it was the DCU, but who knows how it's going to tie in. So yeah, I'm going in circles now, so overall, I enjoyed the movie and look forward to seeing more movies this summer. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more soon. Goodbye.